Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the first day of NFL playoff football. We got two triple headers today and tomorrow, so I hope everybody enjoys those. But we got some work to do in this video. This one is going to be probably a little bit longer than normal because we are first going to be predicting all of the games for wildcard weekend, and then I will go and do a full bracket of the entire playoffs to see if I can get the whole thing right, which I probably won't, but we're still going to do that. So first up, wildcard weekend, and let's get to that. So this site I'm using, it's still ESPN, but it has like a bunch of like weird stuff, like Stephon Diggs touchdown and just weird stuff on there. I'm not going to do any of that. It's just going to be the game predictions. So first one it's giving us on here is the first game today, which is the number 7 Colts at the second ranked Bills. So it's not ranked, it's seeded. This one, tell you right off the bat, I'm picking the Bills. It's not a difficult selection for me here. They're 13-3, Colts 2 games back. The Colts have just not been as good, especially on offense. They can be good. They put up 34 against the Packers. And, you know, I saw them be good in that game, but they have looked a lot worse than the Bills. And the Bills, especially recently, have been doing very well. They've been putting up a lot of points. So we're going with the Bills right here. The next matchup we've got is the second game tomorrow, and this is the Rams and the Seahawks. So with this one, you've got the Rams, who, in my opinion, have been a lot more of a solid team than the Seahawks, aside from their loss to the Jets, which makes them a lot less solid. The Seahawks have seemed very one-sided, but it's balanced out. And I think that's a good thing, but their offense has become worse. Their defense has become better from early on in the year. But I still think that that is a recipe for success for the Seahawks. So that's who I'm picking here. I think they're just a better team than the Rams. And that's it. I think you're going to see a playoff Russell Wilson who is going to look a whole heck of a lot better than he did in the middle of the year, and he's going to look a lot closer to what he looked like early in the year when he was the leading candidate for the MVP. So I'm going Seahawks right there. Our next matchup is going to be the last game on Saturday, which is today, obviously. That's actually a lie. I'm recording this on Friday. But Bucks and Washington. So we've got the football team versus a football team, and I think the football team would win. I look at this matchup and I say, these are two good teams, and honestly, I would pick Washington. I think Washington would win this game. But the single thing that puts the Bucks over the edge to me, and the reason I'm going to pick the Bucks, is because of Brady. He's not insane. He's playing very well this year. He's having one of the better years of his career. But it's just something about Brady in the playoffs. It is very difficult to pick against him in the playoffs, so I'm not going to do it. I think Washington has a legitimate chance at this. I think Arians brings up a really good point that they're 4-1 with Alex Smith. I think they're a formidable team. I think people are, you know, not giving them enough credit, and honestly, they might be giving the Bucks too much credit. But I am going with the Bucks here, and it's because of Brady's previous success in the playoffs. So that's the pick there. Moving on to the second half of the games, and the games on Sunday. So the first matchup is the Ravens and the Titans. I played the Titans. I played the Titans. We played the Titans. The Packers played the Titans. So I saw a lot of stuff with their team. The biggest thing, their defense is buns. Their defense is buns. It's one of the worst in the league, I'm pretty sure. Meanwhile, the Ravens, I'm pretty sure they have some sort of a decent defense, and I think the offenses, at how they're playing right now, are somewhat similar in how good they are. So for me, I'm going with the Ravens here because I think they have They might have slightly worse offense, especially with how Derrick Henry has been playing, but I think the Ravens' defense is infinitely better than the Titans. So I think the Ravens are just going to get more stops than the Titans are going to be able to get. So I'm going with the road team. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens right here. And that brings us to our second to last matchup, the Bears versus the Saints, the second game on Sunday. I'm going with the Saints here. So is 94% of people. I've heard a lot of people say that a lot of people are saying that the Bears would win this game. Why would you say that? That makes no sense. I don't care if the Saints don't have their running backs. They are still a very good team, and I think Breeze is going to be able to have success. How much success? I don't know. But I think he's going to be able to have success. And I have confidence in that, and I think their defense is still a solid defense. So I have to pick the Saints here, especially knowing how the Bears play. Playing them twice in the year it's not great. But hey, if they can have the offensive success that they had in those few games before they played the Packers, but between the two times that they played the Packers, if they can have that kind of offensive success against a defense like the Saints, you know, then maybe they'll have some success here. But I doubt that's going to happen. Gotta go with the Saints. And that brings us to our final game. It is the 6 seed Browns at the 3 seed Steelers. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pick the Browns. And the reason I'm going to pick the Browns is because I think Baker is good. I think he's going to be able to have success. And I think, honestly, I think Big Ben's going to faceplant. Possibly literally, but more so figuratively. He's not been playing well, and I don't think you're going to see all that much of an offense out of the Steelers. I think the Browns' defense is going to be able to have quite a bit of success against the Steelers, and I think the Browns' offense is going to be able to have quite a bit of success against the Steelers' defense, a defense that may be the best in the league, but they have a insanely good two-headed monster at running back. And I think those two guys, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, are going to be able to have success in this game. Now, maybe that's not the way it plays out, but I'm going with the Browns here. And I really hope they win. I'm going to be rooting for them, but we will see. So, going Browns here. And that took quite a few minutes, so I'm going to go a bit faster through the other bracket. But we'll run through these picks one more time. I'm going Browns over Steelers, Saints over Bears, Ravens over Titans, Bucks over Washington, Seahawks over Rams, and Bills over Colts. So I will now switch over to the site I'm using for the bracket, which I'm going to tell you right now, it's a bit scuffed, but we're going to hop over there and I will do the entire bracket. Alright, so I now have the site that I'm using for the entire bracket. I'm going to go through each round quickly. Obviously, we already know the results for the first round, so I'll go ahead and put those in. I'm going upset, upset, favorite in the AFC, and then over in the NFC, I'm going upset, favorite, favorite. So put those picks in, and then I will go over to the next week and start in the AFC. So we're going to have Baltimore at Buffalo, Cleveland at KC. I'm going to give quick reasons for these. So Baltimore, Buffalo, two good teams. Buffalo is just the better team. I think kind of similar in their style of play, in a way with solid defenses. But Buffalo is just a lot better than Baltimore. So going with the Bills there. And then KC and Cleveland, there's no way the Chiefs lose this game. Just absolutely no way. Love the Browns, but there's no way. Then in the other games, we've got the Saints and Seahawks, Packers and Bucks. I'm obviously going with the Packers. They're just a better team. See my video from yesterday to see all the reasons why. And then the Saints in Seattle. I think the Saints, outside the quarterback position, I think Russ is way better than Breeze right now. But outside of that, I think the Saints are just way better, especially on defense. So I have to go with the Saints right there. And then move into the conference championship round. We got the 1 seeds and 2 seeds. First game, Buffalo and KC. I think these are two very similar teams. They have high-powered offenses with some solid defenses, but I think KC is a bit better at both. So I gotta go with the Chiefs. And I've said this multiple times, it's very, very difficult to pick against the Chiefs, but I'm about to do it. So the second matchup is the Packers and the Saints, and they played each other early in the year. Packers won that one by a smidge. This one I don't think will be as close. I think the Packers defense is going to step up in the playoffs, in this game, but throughout the playoffs, and they've already been surging late in the season. And the offense, I don't see the offense slowing down at all. They could have some trouble with the Saints pass rush, which has gotten better since the first time they played, but I think we'll be able to handle them pretty well. So I got to go with the Packers there. So Packers-Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and you already know how I'm picking. I think, just my personal opinion, I think the Packers are the better team. The main thing I'll point to here is just Packers have blown teams out throughout the entire year. Chiefs, they've blown some teams out, but they've also won a lot of very close games against a lot of not-so-good teams. So I'm going to leave it at that. Kind of a visual of the entire bracket. It's not formatted properly, so you can't see the entire thing, but it's there. And those are my predictions for the entire playoffs and for this week. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will be trying to watch as many of these games as I can. I might be a bit busy, but I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you have a good time watching these games. And if your team's in the playoffs, I hope it wins, unless they are playing the Packers, or it goes against one of my picks. But that's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe as always, and I'll see you next time.